I think Tua's mindset is going to be, I want to go somewhere and play. I want to prove the Dolphins wrong. Hell, he's 8-0 all time against the Jets. I'm not saying the Jets should sign him, but he's 8-0 all time against the Jets.
Well, lots of teams have good records against the Jets that are.
That's true. That's true. Hell, I got a kick yesterday. There's a thought that maybe the Jets are going to bring back Geno Smith.
Oh, gosh.
Who's going to be possibly in this same boat of $18 million owed to him by the Raiders. I can't imagine anybody paying him more than the 18 he's already going to get. $1.3 million he's available. So you could have 3 quarterbacks with significant starting experience in the NFL available each for $1.3 million as of Wednesday. And that's when all 3 of these deals will now become official, unless the Raiders can somehow swing a trade for Geno Smith. He's due $18.5 million, and he's got an $8 million that vests later this week. I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anybody taking him on in trade, and
Right.
I can't imagine anyone paying him more than what he's already due to get guaranteed from the Raiders, which means it'll be 1.3 for Tua, Kyler Murray, and Geno Smith.
Yeah.
So I think one of those guys is going to be with the Vikings. I think it fits.
Wouldn't be
It's
shocked.
a low cost.
Yeah.
And, all right, we're working with JJ, but we got this guy, and let's go see.
Right.
Let's go see.
Right.
And-
I hear you.
and,
Vikings would definitely be one of the spots I'd look at. The Colts are another one where I'd go, wait, for $1 million, they're paying Daniel Jones $37, but he does have an Achilles injury. You got to have some sort of insurance policy. I know Riley Leonard he looked good in that Houston game at the end of the year, but are you going to put your ass on the line if you're Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen? With Riley Leonard, that's a tough one to things go bad and you're like there in week 10 and you're like, why didn't we get that backup QB? And no disrespect to Riley Leonard, I do think he's got potential in some area here to where he can be something, but they got to protect themselves. So right now, that's another one that at least pops up to me that if I was a backup quarterback or a Kyler Murray or a Geno Smith, I'd go, ooh, okay, the Colts, that's not the worst spot to be in, either.
Hey, and at the risk of mentioning he who shall not be named until he makes a decision on whether he's going to play in 2026, man, the Steelers, I'm not saying they should go after Tua. Tua's last game as a starter for the Dolphins was in Pittsburgh. You don't want him playing in Pittsburgh.
No.
In the open air. You
Definitely
want him in a
not.
dome.
Right.
You want him in minimal open air games as possible, especially in a cold weather climate. But between Kyler Murray and Geno Smith, if Geno Smith could be had for 1.3, if you can get Geno Smith for 1.3 in Pittsburgh, don't you take him? Don't you take him for 1.3?
I would.
And aren't you going to kick yourself if you don't?
I would. He's better than anybody they have on their roster as it sits right now. And then if they're still smitten and want to bring back Aaron Rodgers, Geno's a great guy to have as a backup that way. Or if they draft a quarterback too, along with it, and go Aaron Rodgers, Geno Smith, and a young quarterback. I mean, Geno's top notch. And I think he certainly understands where he's at in his career. And if a quarterback gets drafted, he's going to treat him the right way and teach him the lay of the land a little bit. But, yeah, that'd be one that I would think is a possibility. I'm, as I've told you last week, a little bit just shocked that the Steelers are literally like, go ahead, just, pick your time, Aaron Rodgers. We'll sit back. I want to be like, wait. Do you guys know you kind of did this last year and then all of a sudden you got stuck and you were like, oh, crap, we got no other options than Aaron Rodgers? And that's where I'm a little surprised with the Steelers' take on this situation right now.
And one last point for any of these 3 quarterbacks that are going to be in a position to sign a 1-year, $1.3 million deal, try to get a no-trade clause and try to get a no-tag clause. So if you have a big year, number one, you hit the market without being restricted like Daniel Jones was restricted with the transition tag. And number two, if the team decides at some point before the trade deadline that this is an attractive commodity that we can flip for a 4th-round pick or whatever. And remember, we were saying, hey, man, Steelers should just trade Russell Wilson and ride with Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's ride with Justin Fields. Clear out Russell Wilson and let this be Justin Fields' team. Wilson didn't have that protection. These guys need to have it because you become a very valuable commodity, and you could possibly be sent somewhere you don't want to go. And what are you gonna say? No, I mean I'm on a $1.3 million deal. I'm making in Kyler Murray's case, $36.8 million. In Tua's case, $54 million. It's a bad PR look if all of a sudden you're trying to make demands if they choose to want to trade you. So get the no trade clause, get the no tag clause. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.